We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals.
All right.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From midfield now, here's Rosen finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, Rosen. And his pass incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction.
Making up for that ugly, wide-open pass that he missed.
But I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Come here. Let me see. Ooh, girl, you got shades on.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
I'm licking your fingers, Nancy.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
There you go.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yes, ma'am. I can't hear you, baby girl. Come here. What? Sorry.
On second down, here's Rosen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. So they
You
took
didn't
a
move
shot
him.
there
You
on
had to
third
pass. That
down,
was a touchdown.
couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. That makes
I
him
don't
now
know why the hell
0
he
for 2
went
in the
away
first
from
quarter
the
on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Goff on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, it's gone. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
How do you drop an easy
touchdown?
touchdown?
Just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still
That
try
ball
and
was
cover
right in your
downfield.
hands,
A
brother.
throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So the blitz coming audible for a perfect pass. You drop it.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Now it's gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. as his guys are in for 6, and the Rams add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Gone!
Here's Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Where is
this
the
is
safety?
taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And great yardage
What was he
here all
doing?
the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Exactly. Where
It's
was the
a big
safety?
play on 3rd down for the Cardinals.
There was no
and
safety
even
at
60
all.
yards.
He's been getting deep on me.
Line
with
of
no-
scrimmage
so
moves
without
from their own
coverage.
25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and
But if
10.
a Rosen overthrowing the ball, it'd be a tie game.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Gone!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyler Kroft, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Point after, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
This go out of bounds now. That was an ugly block in the back. He blocked me in the back, if anything.
Way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Oh, nearly
No one
picked.
catch picks.
Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I dropped 3. He just dropped
Man,
the easy
that was
one right
close.
there.
The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing on third. Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Vaughn. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Goff. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To throw is
Wide
Rosen.
open. Jesus.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Always be wide open.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock
Look
a
at that.
defense off balance,
Where the hell's the
that will
whole
drive the team
team?
towards a victory.
Touchdown,
Like, this would be
Cardinals.
2 guys on that side.
A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And
Like,
the
he is
Cardinals
killing
draw
me
a
with
bit
play-action
closer.
crossing routes, and
Point
they be
after here
wide the
coming up.
fuck
And if you
open.
blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. They're spinning away. And he's into the clear. 30, 10, and the Rams with a score. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams
I
coaches
feel you
and
on
coach
that.
to bring
That
it out of the
ugly
end zone.
spin
Well,
to be
let's be
catching
honest,
2
a lot
people.
of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Rosen off the play action. He couldn't
Bruh,
hold
easy
it. Got
pick.
hit.
Why the hell did you not
Ball
jump?
pops out, incomplete.
Oh my
Those passes
God.
out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
2nd and 10, it's Rosen again. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking left
Wow.
side, and it's complete.
Straight
And he'll get
dude.
it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit
You gotta
short
punt it
here for
anyway.
4th.
He's on his side of 50. Got a punt, bruh.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, eluding the tackle. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Play action. It's Goff. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff.
He was open in the last play, and I forgot all about you.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40.
He was wide open on that last play, bro. I saw you in the replay.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Goff on 1st down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Goff. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again is Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Rosen to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Back there, ain't letting that shit going on.
Picked off
No
at the
more.
38.
The guy just running wide open. Get off me. I know when
So
safeties
3
are doing
seconds
other
here
times,
remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting
manually
3
play that
points.
spot.
From the left hash,
been
this
doing
from
dumb shit.
34. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, yeah. Second one to the house. Oh, that's bullshit.
For a quick second,
That's
I thought we were about
bullshit.
to have a repeat performance of
That's
a kickoff
bullshit.
return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Nonsense. Yo, but I feel you, and he's not even fast. Imagine playing Bucks team with all his 98 speed guys. I hate playing this team.
The third quarter starts with a run
like,
by Gurley.
he hits the corner, it's gone.
Down at the 34-yard line.
I still usually beat him until he always comes back in the fourth quarter off some bullshit, fumbling, back-to-back fumbles. If you haven't played him yet, then you'll see what I'm talking about. But he's only used, yeah. But still, I still always blow him up. But then for some odd reason, he comes back in the fourth quarter.
Gurley's got the first down and then some. He got 18 yards.
Like I'm always beating him like 20 or 14, and all of a sudden, in the fourth quarter, my guys start fumbling.
Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Yeah, that's why I try to kick it to the middle. Like I don't even ever try to angle kicks anymore there. When I just pay attention to the wind. No, I just pay attention to the wind and kick it to the middle. I sky kick it straight up in the air.
Number 10 for Gurley. And able to break one tackle.
If you need a running back, I got to Gurley on the block. I forgot that you was in my division. I would have hit you up for a trade. I didn't know you was on that because there was a computer guy team for a while. And Todd Gurley's a 99, but I just need some picks. I've missed the last 3 drafts and the last 3 whole off season. So my team's like stopped. Like they basically all the Rams guys that's been here since day 1.
They give them 2 yards there.
And while like guys, and I gotta play guys like the Bucks, the Eagles, the Cowboys, who've been drafting and trading and all that other stuff.
Machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Especially the Bucks team. The Bucks team. Yeah, he has like an all-star team. That's what I told him. I was like, bruh, I was like, there is no way. I was like, especially because.
Takes it across.
Like, I mean, he goes, well, I made it a Super Bowl the last 2. I'm like, so what? There's no way you have a 98. Your 5th overall corner is a 97. Like, what type of bullshit? But they use he's been using his XPs, and I didn't know that until last season. They give out like superstar development and all these other XPs for players, because I'm always missing stuff. I wasn't paying attention, so he's been developing his team that way. Using the XPs and just to get the superstar development and stuff like that.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a
he's a good user, but it doesn't help that he's a good user with a loaded team.
They trail
I know if I make it to the playoffs and I'm up on him by 14, I'm not taking it easy. Because every time I play him, I always take my foot off the gas and I'm up 14 and he comes back and wins. I told him if we meet again, I'm not taking my foot off the gas.
Want to run, these things worked well for us, but sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they
you have to stop playing safety because earlier your guys were just running wide open as Josh Rosen was overthrown.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen.
That's your 3rd drop pick this game.
It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down.
Yeah, they are.
Need to be a
That's
little bit
his.
more
That's
careful.
Mary.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more
Yeah, the
downs
sliders
to
are
play
down.
with.
That's because they have a
Second
reactions
down
of
and 10.
sometimes
Once
if
again,
you have a
they'll go
good
for the
player with
40.
good awareness, they react faster to the ball. And my corners have no awareness. That's why my safeties. That's why you guys are running wide open. The only corner with awareness is goddamn Peters. Marcus Peters, and my safeties
Rosen
are
again on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete.
blocking the
And
back.
he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be
Right when you threw the ball, my guy that was blitzing, your left guy pushed him down. I was like blocking the back. But then Merrick has dropped 3 picks by himself, and then Dawson dropped 1, and then you dropped 2 easy ones. I've dropped 4, you dropped 2. It's just stupid. That shit hits him right in the damn hands.
On 2nd down.
Oh, you had it early. You waited too long.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have the
You had 2
football
guys
and will
open
take
early.
over at the 24-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns.
Yeah, it happens sometimes when you get hit when you're about to throw the ball.
Pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case,
They released some stuff. I don't know if I like it so far from some of the stuff they released. Like there's an X Factor and all this other nonsense. I don't know. I thought just leave the game alone.
And down inside the 15.
That's what I'm saying. Their awareness for some reason, if you guys don't have awareness, they don't react to anything. That's what I've noticed in this league. Like if your guys don't have awareness, good luck having them react to anything. They just stand there.
Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
I don't have time. I work too much, and then when I don't come home from work, I got 4 kids and a wife. I don't have time. I just play my matches and then get off.
By Malik Hooker.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst
that's
traffic.
what they had time to do.
But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yeah, that's when you sound like me. I can quickly get out and play, and I run a league. I have my own league that I've been running for like 11 years. But like even then, like my admins, this Madden has been doing the majority of the work because I've been so busy.
He's down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
It's been online mode has been going on for 8, but I started out, my league started out in the basement, like a bunch of guys just meeting, just coming to my basement and meeting and playing.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he is
this guy's like, I really don't like him, but he's a cheat code. Like, he breaks like 4 tackles a game, but I don't like him as a running back.
With touchdown number 15 on the year and
that's why I want to trade him. But most of the teams are interested in him. They already have a running back. I'm gonna look at that. Like for instance, the Bucks want him. He has 99 overall Jones. The Packers want him. He has Kareem Hunt. The Jaguars wanted him, and he has Fournette. I'm like, I'm not going to give you so you can have 2 freaking 99 overall running backs. I mean, there's no way. I'm like, I'd rather give him to a team that doesn't have a running back. Like, I'm not about to make the rich get richer.
This one away. And they will not get a
Well, it's just the speed. I have him in another league. Ronald Jones is a cheat code. I have him on the Browns in my other league, and he's led the league in rushing yards the last 3 seasons.
That led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
Yeah, he was hurt this year. Oh, I mean, hopefully he does good this year. Last season he was hurt.
The other team takes it down and scores.
And then when he did get on the field, he couldn't make the cuts like he was making in USC. But they drafted him thinking he was going to be making those type of cuts that he doesn't matter like he did in USC.
Now Rosen on first down. He's going to look deep down the... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I guess that's why the what's it called? The Cardinals traded him to the Ravens, to the Dolphins.
Last 3 drives.
A lot of people know the league. I'm saying they say they don't like Josh Rosen as a quarterback.
We're not seeing it right now,
which is odd. His stats don't look that bad.
Bowls him over. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
You know what I'm saying? Guys that have no awareness, they do not play at all. Like they just stand there and don't do anything. I'm like, bro, the dude's running right to you. Why are you running away?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those.
Because I'm one of those guys that if I'm up big, I don't like passing the ball. So I'm just gonna just the FYI, unless you stop blitzing and try to hurt my plays.
And coming up,
I don't believe in trying to run up the skull pass, do all that nonsense.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
How long are you going to lay on the ground?
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
I'm going to pause. I'm taking them out because I don't want any of I'm taking some of my main guys out. The game's out of hand, so there's no reason for them to be in the game. Receivers.
Gain on the play there. 2nd
you
down.
pause fast. I was trying to whatever.
on second down. Green, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's
now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
319! 319! Over!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now let's go!
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, But he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rosen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All out blitz. The whole middle wide open.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Rosen. And that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw.
Oh, good pass. I thought I was going ahead of him. That went right to the ground right there. That would have went ahead of him. I was picking that off.
As they convert on 3rd.
Good pass. I love a pass.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Oh, it should have been an easy pick. Good pass.
On 1st down, it's Rosen.
Don't
He's
do
going
it.
to go for a big play downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line.
So I said don't do it. Why'd you look back?
All the way inside the
You
LA
running with a
10.
guy, run with him.
That
Stop
one
looking
goes
back.
for 36 yards.
Damn. If you didn't look back, you would have had it.
Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Good pass. Two nice passes back to back, man. Good shit.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Yep, watch the inside run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And this
That was
is
a
caught
hold,
for a
man. He put Donald to the ground.
Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
He tackled me to the ground, ref.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Rosen.
Good
That is
pass.
caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
You got Robbie second TD, Marshall.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it.
Why did you bounce it out?
Talking about this game,
no comment.
leading up to
Just go out of bounds. Go out of bounds.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
Ugly
So that's an
glitch. He
explosive
ran
play.
walked into an invisible wall and just kept on going to the
It gets
side.
wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. Finding some room in midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.